Okay, my games room is a friggin' disaster. There is shit everywhere. But it's rubber time. So, I'm gonna finish doing the rubbers. There's not that many. And then, going to start cleaning up these parts and installing them. So, I like to think that I should be able to have this pretty complete within maybe a couple hours or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. So let's start with rubbers. Okay, I think that is the majority of the rubbers. There's not many, just a lot of these post rubbers. It says on the manual here that number 13 is 3/16. And it says that number 13s go on these adjustable posts, which is totally not true. It is the smaller 7/16. So the manual is technically incorrect, but maybe they used the big post sleeves in some of the earlier production games for the adjustable post. Maybe they just changed what post is adjustable. So don't believe the hype. 14 is the small 7/16, and there's no way a 13 5/16 is going to fit here. So it's intuitive enough. Oh, I think I did miss one right here. So this is just a little bit to the bottom left. Pop bumpers. Hey, it doesn't show the pop bumpers on this diagram. So it looks like there's another 13 right there, which is this, yeah, the 3/16. So did miss one. I believe that goes right there. Okay. And when I took off the plastic here, they swear there was a rubber that went around both posts, not two individual rubbers. So I might have to address that. Okay, so I'm just going to double check my work, but I think for the most part, rubbers are done. Okay, got a few pieces here that we're going to install quickly here. My Playfield is kind of up on a slant here, so how does this go again? Like so. So things are sliding, but so I cleaned up these parts already, and we're going to install these guys. Are all these screws the same? Because I got 8 screws for trough parts. Yeah, they're all the same. Okay, good. So I noticed this little plastic that you can see here. When I was cleaning that up, it actually is mirrored on the back. I'll show you. And in the little circular mirror part there, when it lights up, there is an eye what is that, the Eye of Sauron or something? I haven't watched any Lord of the Rings, but who was it that was telling me I need to watch? I think it was Brad Hopkins. Shout out, Brad. He was telling me I need to watch the Lord of the Rings. I just need to set aside 26 hours to do so. So then I can appreciate the game a little more. So I may actually do that. Oh shit. Okay, and then, so yeah, I guess that's an Eye of Sauron, probably, but I could be wrong. Could be there's like a Planeteer eye as well. How do you say that? Palantir? Oh wait, it'll say on the playfield somewhere, right? Well, not one of these guys. We got Pippin, Merry, Sam, Aragorn, Frodo, Gandalf, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir, Elf, Dwarf, Man, so yeah, I don't know my pronunciations. Palantir, Sauron. Hey wait, isn't that a guy who makes ROMs? Sauron ROMs. But I think it's Surin, isn't it? I never claimed to be very good at English. Okay. Once I get this last screw in, I'll show you what I am doing with the other plastic there. And then I'll go clean some more parts. Okay, that is all happy. Actually, I could probably put the apron on, but maybe I won't because I still want to deal with the clippers. Okay, so yeah, check this out. Cool plastic. It's all mirrored on the back. And then if you shine a light through it, there's an eyeball. So this is what I did. Let's move you over here. Actually, I'll just pop this out so you can see it. Come on. I'll put in this style LED, flasher LED, and it will, like, you know, fire in all directions. Just pop that back in here. And yeah, it will illuminate in all directions, is probably more accurate. So now we're going to put this on. Hey, watch this. Okay, I'm going to close the coin door. I'm in flasher test, actually. And you'll see that red flasher go on now. Okay. Now, we'll put on this plastic. We go to the other side. I saw a mod for this area. I think it's a European person, or it's in Europe that you can buy it. And I'm not exactly sure what it is or does, but I know when I was looking up mods, I seen something for this zone. Can't remember what it was though. It's maybe a lighting effect or something. Okay, that's in. So now, let's get a closer look, see what it looks like. All right, here we go. Gonna close the coin door. That looks pretty cool. I mean, it's in flasher test, so it's just one little blink. In gameplay, it might be a little more dramatic, but that is pretty cool. I didn't even notice that before. Okay, time to clean more parts. Well, I thought I'd take you over to the sink because look how nasty these guys are. And I just would like to see the before and after, and you to see the before and after. It may not be that dramatic because the plastics are very dark, but I imagine it's going to look slightly different. But it's really just dust, and it's not like it's caked on, it's just, it doesn't take much to clean it off, but here, that's kind of a before and after. Much better. Alright, so this is my first character I'm cleaning, and he's got, you know, a lot of nooks and crannies, so I'm not sure how well he's going to come clean. Okay, I see, they kind of zip tied him on there. And they even have a little plastic bracket for his feet, like locked in. Okay, so maybe just blast him with some. Oh, that's hot. Okay, and there we go. It was pretty cool. He's carrying a head in his hand. Don't know who that character is, but so again, not rocket science. Just take apart, clean, and put back together again, you know. And in this case, I'm just using water. I don't even feel the need for Novus 2 or anything fancy. We'll dry these guys up now. And that's all it needs. That is all it needs. So we shall go and install these bad boys now. Okay, I think so far almost every part that I have put on I have taken off because I did it in the wrong order. I just realized, how am I going to get in that corner with this in the way? But it's only 2 screws. Know what I mean? But yeah, I feel this will be the theme throughout the population of the playfield. Okay, there are 2 LEDs back there. I was going to say, like, I should check to make sure officially that they are working. I'm sure they are, but alright, we're going to check. I gotta be sure. I was going to say, like, worst comes to worst, I can access them from below. Screw it, we'll just leave the machine on. Can you see that? No, not too much to see, but okay. No, I need these screws first. Actually, since I'm on this side, let's just do this side. So now that you're seeing the process, I probably will just maybe do a bunch of installation of parts and then just report back, because it's only so exhilarating watching me clean a part, install a part, remove part to install another part, then clean a part and install a part, and then likely remove that part again. So I'll just show this action here, and then I'll probably just maybe like populate a bunch of shit, and then I'll do a little update. That way you don't have to kind of sit through and hit the fast forward button too much. But this is all I'm going to be doing for the next couple hours. There's going to be some tricky parts. If there's anything more interesting or complicated, then I'll hit the record button. Like maybe when I'm dealing with Balrog, I want to replace like the rubbers by his legs and the post sleeves if I can. So it might take a little bit of extra disassembly. Okay, now. So do you think this guy's weapon's gonna break off eventually? Should I add like some crazy glue to it? Because I totally could. Oh, I removed the glass off of my phone, the protector there, because it wasn't very sensitive when I touched it. Then I dropped it on the floor, then I stepped on it, and look, it made a cool pattern. But yeah, that's my old screen protector. Don't like it. It's not sensitive. I try and touch the screen to do shit and it just doesn't register. And it becomes frustrating. So that went bye-bye. Okay. And it's 2 more plastics installed. And then this will be cool. Once we install this guy and see what he looks like with LEDs behind him. I need a, what is it? My 11/32, I believe, to put on these nuts. This is getting pretty exciting. I still have to deal with the couple pop bumper lights that aren't working. They're flashers and they ain't flashing. There's a chance, I'm guessing, that transistors could be bad, maybe. I'll check the sockets, I'll check the wiring, then check the transistors. I know the bulbs were good. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, no more water in there, so it's all good. Okay, let's take a look at our back corner now. Our back panel. Yeah. Looking good. Alright, I'll keep trucking. Okay, moving along here, we're going to do a little spinner surgery. You can probably hear the washing machine actually dryer in the background because the games room also doubles as a laundry room. Okay, so first thing I noticed is that the spinner just wasn't sitting right. I'm not going to pop it back in. So I removed the spinner, and you can see clearly if you look that the arms are not perpendicular. So I am going to bend them straight and see if I can get the spinner to sit level. Also, when I pulled it out, I noticed there's a ridge here. So it's been hit a bunch. I'm going to try and Dremel that down. And I just looked at Marco, and they do have the spinner decals, so I don't have to worry about, messing with the decal. So I'm going to Dremel that down, try and flatten it out, straighten out some arms. One moment. And do spinner surgery. And then it'll be a while before I get spinner decals in the mail, so not gonna remove the decal just yet. It's gonna keep it like so for now. And then when I get the decal in the mail, decals, I will remove the old decals and install the new. Okay, that looks a little more perpendicular, and if I hold it like that, kind of sits straight. But let's change my Dremel bit. I got my brush on there. And I'm just going to use something like that. Try and get rid of this ridge. I could actually buy a whole new spinner for about maybe 20 bucks. If I can't get this to sit right, then maybe I will, but I mean, if I just buff this out and get it to lay as it should, then what's the point of buying a new one, right? It's still a little ridgy. Okay, let's get a little more aggressive. Problem is, this bit is kind of worn, not very fresh. I'm still like trying not to mess the decal up, although I shouldn't care too much, but okay. It's still a little ridgy, so maybe I won't bore you with those details. I don't know, who knows, maybe I will buy a new one. But let's see if it sits flat at least anyway. If it does, then I'll just work on some more de-ridging later. And then it's gonna sit about like so. So it's still not perfectly, but it's better than it was, but I won't be satisfied till it's, it's pretty close, pretty close. Are the holes worn? No, they look good. Yeah, okay. So then next thing is to clean this guy up. I think I should be safe to use 0000 steel wool on this guy. Maybe I'll sample it on the bottom, see if it polishes up nicely. And then see if I get the top side to look like the bottom side. Alright, that's next on the list. Okay, you can see the table has less stuff on it. So here's the progress I've made so far. Okay, we have, since the last video, installed left slingshot plastic, and I was right. These two posts did not get individual rubbers. They got a 1-inch rubber because the ball could practically wedge itself into there. So the manual was incorrect, or referring to a different version, maybe a 2003 version or something when the manual was printed. And then I cleaned up the brass wire form, installed that, and I got my Path of the Dead all cleaned up and installed. What I decided is I'm gonna buy either clear or green. Ooh, I think clear would be cool because the green light LEDs from here will just kind of go through the clear post rubbers. So I'm gonna order clear post rubbers. Oh yeah, this spinner, messed with it quite a bit. I'm not happy with how it sits yet. Whoa! Oh, two things happened there. One, I just leaned on the machine and pushed it off the cart, and two, I leaned into the flipper button, and again, we got another sound effect. So I am probably just gonna spring for the $20 new spinner and new decals for $5. So probably all in like 30-40 bucks Canadian to get all that new, which is worth it, I think. And yeah, so I installed that jump ramp. I never this is basically a spinner jump ramp. That's pretty cool, and it never really dawned on me. But that is pretty awesome. And then I got this guy installed too, another metal ramp. So we got two metal ramps, one wire form, two wire forms, and then a sword ramp, and another wire form. Like, this machine is really packed. You got the tower toys. So much in this game. No wonder people love it, but the theme too, and the code, everything. Oh yeah, I installed the 2-foot-long plastic along here, and I put in a LED flasher for this guy. But yep, so You're getting there. I'll keep plugging away because I got a little bit more time. Sean's gonna come by soon, so it's coming around 6. It's probably getting close to there, so see what else we can accomplish in the meanwhile. Okay, time to wrap up this session. I haven't done a whole lot of noticeable stuff. I installed these dudes and this plastic here and this gate along with a couple plastics, put on a new white rubber for that, and this post and that plastic. I think that's really about it. I installed these 2 posts, which I removed completely unnecessarily. There is some spotting on this, what do you call it, ramp flap, the spring steel. I don't think I can get rid of that, but I don't think that's going to bother me too much. And same with this one too. It's about the only kind of wear and tear you can see, you know, other than the spinner, but that'll be getting replaced. So that's gonna probably wrap it up for the night, but throw it on for 1 more minute there. I love that I went with the warm white. It really suits this game well. It's kind of fiery and I mean, gotta give it a second to go into attract mode, but oh, what is happening? I closed the door. Oh, it's searching for balls. Hey, that's one way to kind of check how the solenoids are working. Well, I think I've seen both flippers, both slings, diverter. Yeah, there we go. So it's coming along, getting near the finish line. I would think that next video probably should be done, you know, the top side, and then really just dialing it in and making sure everything works. So yeah, loving the progress.